Hi, this is for class 607 role play, and we have chose Minette number 2 with deaf culture. Hi, Breanna. Thanks for meeting with me today.
Hi, thank you for meeting with me and seeing me.
Of course, I'm so grateful that your preferred communication was verbal and that I can help be part of your process. And so if at any time, if I'm speaking too quickly or not clearly, please bring it to my attention. I want you to feel as comfortable as possible to be yourself and to just fully understand what we're both communicating.
Thank you. That was all very clear and easy for me to understand. Thank you.
Wonderful. You're welcome. So what brings you in today?
I've been really frustrated lately with my family specifically. As you know, I'm deaf, but my family wants me to get cochlear implants. And even though I am deaf and there's moments that I struggle or I cannot hear them when they're speaking to me, I am okay with that, but they are not. And it's a recurring conversation that we have. My parents can both hear, but I can't. And neither one of them understand what's like in my shoes. They just see the differently abledness, the fact that, we can hear all these things. Wouldn't it be nice if you could, we didn't have to turn on the subtitles, or when we're talking to you and you're not looking at us, you would hear us. And it's just a constant conversation. And I feel like I've been defending myself and my choice not to get the implants for so many years that I'm just exhausted.
Yeah, that must feel really exhausting. I'm hearing you share that, it's difficult having two parents that are hearing, and that causes you not to feel seen or heard or understood at times, because they're not supporting your culture, your deaf culture, but instead they're trying to get you to kind of join theirs in the hearing world through cochlear implants. Am I understanding that right?
Yeah, I hadn't really thought about it as being my culture, but I guess it is. I guess it is sort of a group that I identify with that they don't. And that's a good way to describe it, to think about them, understanding their culture and wanting me to be a part of it. Whereas I guess it's frustrating too, because I know that they won't understand where I'm coming from ever. But it's like, I think they feel like if I just do this surgery, this implant surgery, then I'll be in their culture all of a sudden.
Sure.
Whereas I almost feel like, why can't, obviously they won't be deaf, but I wish they could understand mine.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's totally normal to feel that way. Everybody wants to feel seen and heard and understood. And so that is completely understandable. I hear that on one side, you want to hold on to your deaf culture, we'll say, for lack of better words. But on the other side, you want your parents to understand and accept you for who you are. So when they are trying to speak to you of cochlear implants, what emotions come up for you at those times?
Besides just being exhausted because it's such a recurring conversation, I guess I almost feel embarrassed or ashamed.
Yeah.
Like, there's something wrong with me and they see it, but I don't. And it's almost like they're looking down on me, or like, not necessarily with pity, but it kind of does feel like pity sometimes. And that pity, even just saying like, you need this to be better, it makes me feel less than. Obviously, I'm not good enough already if you're trying to fix me.
Yeah. So what I'm hearing you say is when they are expressing your need for cochlear implants, that it makes you feel less than, that it makes you feel embarrassed or ashamed as if you weren't good enough for them, and that
Yeah.
something needs to change.
Yeah.
Mm,
It's really, I find myself not wanting to be home very much.
mm,
I have a group that I found in school with people who are deaf,
mhm.
and communicate similar to the way that I do. And I find myself just feeling so much more at home with them than I do with my own parents,
Yeah,
because there's that sort of understanding, that mutual, like, they get it, they get what it feels
yeah,
like.
yeah. That makes perfect sense that you're more comfortable with those that are sharing the same deaf culture as you, that know your experiences, that know your struggles or challenges, that know your pride that comes with your culture, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, feeling understood, that you guys are walking kind of the same journey. And I'm really glad that you have that outlet. I'm really glad that you found some incredible people that you can join in with and share your experiences with. So that's really wonderful that you have that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So for your mom and dad, when they um, are expressing to you your need for cochlear implants, do they kind of just pick at little things, or kind of how does that come up?
Well, the first time it was like a big discussion. I think they had just found out about the process and they were really excited about it. And
Mm.
I think it almost, I don't know if it hurt them, or when I didn't just jump at the idea the way that they did,
Oh, yes.
it's like
Mhm.
they took it hard.
Right.
Whereas when they were so excited about it, honestly, I took it hard. It was
Mm.
like, I, you know, I mean, I guess I get why they would want that for me from their perspective, but it was
Right.
almost like being talked at with it
Yeah.
versus like, because they found it and it was a solution for them. And I guess that's what it feels like all the time, is it's a solution for them. It makes
Mm.
their life easier.
Yeah.
And they're not even considering my life when it would be my implants.
Wow. Yeah. When you think about that phrase right there, that
Hmm.
they're considering what's better for their life than yours,
Hmm.
how does that make you feel inside?
I felt angry. I guess that's the first time I've sort of said that out loud. And now that I say that and see that,
Mm.
it makes me angry.
Yeah. Just feel that anger for a moment.
They're
Where in your,
selfish.
yeah, yeah. Where in your body would you say you're feeling that anger?
In my chest, in my stomach a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Just
feel
take
the,
a,
the burning.
yeah. Let's take a deep breath for a moment. Kind of just release that. Yeah. Granny, you did some tough work today. I think we got to a deep root. And I just want you to know, like, you have every right to feel angry when somebody is trying to change you, but there's nothing wrong with you. So I'm so grateful that you trusted me to come in today and to share your story with me. And I'm looking forward to learning a lot more about you, your culture, and how I can continue to help. So I guess we'll continue this next week if that's okay with you.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.